Daniel, WrestleMania week, how are you feeling right now? Obviously, you've done this before. This is no different, but you're in New York City, one of the wrestling capitals of the world. You know, how do you feel right now going into it?
I mean, physically, I feel great, but other than that, I hate New York City.
Do you really?
Yeah, New York City is the worst. And you know what? The people in New York City are also the worst. You know, when you look around and you look at all the waste and the destruction, how beautiful this land used to be before we turned it into this? Come on! I'm the planet's champion. I'm trying to save the planet for our children, and New Yorkers are out there destroying their streets, littering, doing it every single day. Do you think I like being here? All the pollution, all the cars, wall-to-wall traffic? No! I'm here to prove to everybody at MetLife Stadium that I'm the greatest wrestler who's ever lived.
I do not blame you. Listen, you've been in the WWE for a long time. Who haven't you faced they've been really wanting to face? There's one guy you've been really wanting to match up with. They feel like it'd be a really good match.
So there's interesting people. There's people like Shawn Michaels who came out of retirement who I really wanted to face. I really wanted to face Kurt Angle. I really wanted to face Cesaro in big championship program. There's so many people in WWE that I look at and be like, man, these guys are great. New guys, Ricochet, Aleister Black. I'd love to face those guys.
Yeah.
But when you look at the WWE roster, from top to bottom, I feel like this is the most talented roster WWE has ever had when it comes to in-ring performers. And so you could literally check off almost every name and be like, you know what? I'd love to wrestle that guy. I'd love to wrestle that guy. I'd love to wrestle that guy. And it rings true for everyone.
Are you excited, like, you know, with the AEW coming? Is it competition or is it something like, wow, man, this is great. It's good for wrestling. It's good for the business. Is it?
I'm a big believer that competition is good for everybody. Like, I think the more excited that you get people for wrestling, for our industry, whether it's for us or for somebody else, I think that that's great. It builds up the business for everybody.
One last thing. I know you're I love that you're into health and the natural way of going to health. What are your thoughts on the CBD? Do you think that could hurt? I know with the WWE wellness, is there a chance that kind of?
Yeah. So I mean, I honestly don't know enough about it. I'm somebody who's never had a drink of alcohol my entire life, let alone done anything with CBD oils or anything like that. I believe in a very natural way of life, but I also believe that there's a lot of natural things out there that's better than pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
And so I think there's tremendous potential in that, but I don't know enough about it to say one way or the other.
How's your wife with retirement? Do you think is it official, or do you think she'll ever come back? You know, like, do you think it's just a little bit of take a break? How's you guys are trying to make some additions to the family? So.
I think she has moments where she wants to come back, and I also think she has moments where she's happy she's retired. So when we spend time with our baby and I come home on a Wednesday morning and I've just been on a 4-day loop and she sees me exhausted like this, and then I'm like, I want to spend time with my baby, but it's like, oh man, I'm just having a hard time even picking her up and that sort of thing. That's when she's like, maybe I'm just satisfied with doing what I'm doing, you know what I mean? But there's times, especially now, you see the women main event in WrestleMania 35, where she's like, man, like, this is so cool. Part of me wants to be out there.
Yeah, well, I hear you, man. We're good. Enjoy WrestleMania. It's a good to see you. As a fan, as a friend, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.